Assalamualaikum and greetings to Dr. Malina. I am Fahima, representative from Group 1. We'll be explaining about role of pharmacies in industrial sector. I would like to introduce my team to Dr. My team consists of Danisha, Anastasia, Shalini, Nadia Irina, and myself. Now, I will be explaining about how industrial sector causes environmental pollution. There are 5 ways industrial sector can cause the pollution. First and foremost is disrupting the natural habitats. Those suppliers will hunt for natural habitats such as coal and oil, which causes destruction of natural habitats. It doesn't stop there. It also causes the destruction of wildlife as well. Next, it is inefficient waste disposal. Inefficient waste disposal becomes one of the reasons which causes the pollution. Those pharmaceutical industry dispose the wastes and unwanted material which causes pollution that harms many lives. Besides, leaching of resources from our natural world. Extraction of minerals such as coal, gold, and iron ore beneath the earth leads to water pollution. Leaks from vessels can cause oil spills that can become harmful to our marine life. Furthermore, emission of dangerous gases such as carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide from the industry can cause formation of acid rain. Last but not least, unplanned industrial growth. Unplanned industrial growth is highly responsible for the deterioration of environmental health as their unsustainable practices contaminate several natural resources such as air, water, and soil all over the world. That's all from me. Thank you. I will pass to the next presenter, Danisha, to further elaborate on implication to humans and other life forms.
Hi, I'm Danisha. Next, I'll be explaining about the implications to humans and also other life forms. So the first thing first is chronic respiratory diseases, where air pollutants released by the pharmaceutical factories such as nitrogen oxides, ozone, sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide, and particulate matter affect different parts of the respiratory tract via a variety of mechanisms resulting in respiratory symptoms. The next one is damage to nervous system. So pharmaceutical factories release chemicals that has components of air pollution such as nano-sized particles can easily translocate to the CNS where they can activate the innate immune responses. The third one is loss of habitat for plants and animals. So poor disposal of chemicals from the pharmaceutical factories causes the water and soil to be contaminated, hence interrupts the biological development of living species there. And the last one is collapsed population of fishes. So this pollution of pharma products into the environment also adversely affects the animals, particularly fish living in contaminated water. Estrogen pharmaceuticals have been shown to be ecosystem disruptors by feminizing male fish of certain species. This interrupts the male to female ratio of the fish causes the collapse of population of fishes.
Hi, I'm Nadia. I'm going to explain on the strategies on how pharmacies can play a role in achieving environmental sustainability in industry. The strategies are introduce green practice, track carbon footprint, concrete action to reduce waste treatment and disposal management. Firstly, as a member of Task Force in charge monitoring pharmaceutical industry, I would like to introduce green practice. Green product practice. Packaging and product must be environmental friendly. Process of production do not pollute the environment, and conserving the energy is important as well. Next, green pricing practice. A portion of product price at the same time contributes to environmental costs and product price is affordable. Customers willing to pay for green products such as biodegradable plastics or containers. Green distribution practices. Products delivered per schedule, proper disposal, and stored in a manner that quality is maintained. Next is green promotion practice, mainly focuses on products depicts environmental concern.
Second strategy I will implement is keep track on carbon footprint. Monitoring energy used by using smart meters, understand where is the source that uses the most energy and manage energy usage more efficiently. Reduce energy and water usage. Figure out which machines needs to be set on standby and which can be switched off. Audit your water use to minimize waste and look for opportunities to reuse water where possible. Next is a switch to green energy, reduce packaging, and review logistics, especially transportation that hugely contributes to carbon emissions.
The third strategy is concrete actions to reduce waste. Purchasing products lines with less packaging, promote environmentally friendly products for dispensing the medicines, encouraging targeted reuse practices for some specific packaging products, sending documentation, information, leaflets through digital channels instead of hard copy. Last but not least, waste treatment and disposal management, incineration, combustion using high temperature for the disposal of residue, both solid waste and solid residue for wastewater management. Next, inization is a process pharmaceuticals are ground and mixed of water, cement, and lime to form homogeneous paste. The end product of this process will be transferred into normal urban waste. Sorting. Objective is to separate pharmaceuticals into categories that require different disposal methods. Sorting process includes identifying each item, making a decision whether it's usable. If unusable, leave packaging intact. If not usable, make a judgment on the optimal method of disposal and sort accordingly. Leaving packages and boxes intact until reaching its location prior to definitive disposal or transport to an institution for use.
Now let's look at the legislation which is involved. The first act is Environmental Quality Act 1974 Act 127. Basically, this act wants to clean up the environment and control the pollution like pharmaceutical contamination. The next one is Environmental Quality Schedule Waste Regulations 2005. Basically, the scheduled waste should be disposed according to certain rules, which is it has to be disposed at the prescribed premises only. Waste must be given in a harmless form before disposal, and they have certain treatments need to be done before disposing the scheduled waste. Moving on to the next one, which is Regulation 25 of Poisons, Psychotropic Substances, Regulations 1989. Psychotropic substances basically are substances which are in the third schedule of Poison Act 1952. Example, buprenorphine, clobazam, and diazepam. All these substances has a certain disposal method which has to be followed before it is being disposed. These are the effects of psychotropic substances on aquatic animal. It can feminize fish. It could affect the central nervous system, reproduction system, and immune system of aquatic animal, and it also can cause toxicity in aquatic life.
The next one is Environmental Quality Sewage Regulations 2009 EQSR have laid down the acceptable condition of the contaminant to be discharged into source water and the receiving place which the contaminant or waste should go. Without an environmental audit, the authority will bear more burdens in ensuring compliance of the regulations. Regulations 4 of EQSR require the information and notification to be provided to the authority in regard to any effluent discharge, including up-to-date inventory of scheduled waste. The next one is Environmental Quality Industrial Effluents Regulations 2005 in its Regulations 11, 12, and 13, where it specifies certain parameters under the fifth schedule of the discharge of industrial effluents or mixed effluents. There are two standards applicable for each parameter, namely Standard A for the discharge into catchment listed under 6th schedule and Standard B for the discharge into any other inland water and Malaysian water or other than what has been listed under 6th schedule. EQRER lists the catchment areas of water supply intakes into the purpose of human consumption, including drinking water, under its 6th schedule where the effluent parameter discharge are specified. Thus, EQIER could help in preventing pharmaceutical contaminants in drinking water if pharmaceutical residue is included under the list of the parameter. Although the EQIER have specified a certain parameter of the discharge of industrial effluents or mixed effluent, nothing in this legislation refers to the pharmaceutical contaminant or as one of the parameters to be considered before discharge.
Environmental cleanliness is our responsibility.
That's all for us. Thank you. Bye.